from Los Angeles, California. We're the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Welcome, poor souls, to the 666th episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My given human name is Kevin Kraft, joined as always by a man who has sacrificed his pants and underwear to the Dark Lord and is now shooting fire and brimstone from his puny, pathetic little boner. That's the dragon himself, Jeff Clark.
Oh, wow. Shots fired at 666.
And transmitting to us from the ninth circle of hell, the bearded, booger-eating demon known as Shuddy Boy.
You.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But you're much harsher on me than him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it was subconscious. Am I
Yeah,
right?
you know, just taking some shots at your
it's
dick.
because
That's pretty evil.
I tend to be a little more touchy when Kevin comes at my throat right out of the gate. So maybe that has me being a bitch has something to do with it more than
You
him
wore him
disliking
down.
you more.
I like that.
But yeah, we made it. 666 episodes. If you combine all the episodes we've done on Patreon, we have done over 1,000 podcasts, which is pretty fucking wild.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday, I was scrolling through Facebook memories, and there was something about that I posted about being on another episode way back, like episode 24.
Woo! Man. Weird shit, man. Weird shit. These episodes, they just keep coming. Like the waves of time. Endlessly crashing upon our faces.
Shane Gillis did one of those Hot Ones things. You guys seen Hot Ones, right? You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about?
I mean, I know about it. I've never
Correct.
watched an episode, but I know it exists.
Really? You should.
Yeah, they're pretty
They're-
cool.
The dude who does them is a world-class interviewer.
That's what I hear. I hear he's a really good interviewer.
Yeah, that's very impressive, actually. But I think he asked Shane Gillis if he's done over 1,000 hours of podcasting. And it's like, I definitely have.
Oh my God, yeah. Easily. Because I mean, then
we
if you only talk about like MSPH episodes, it used to be true to the name. We used to just stick to an hour. And now it's always way longer. Sometimes it's 2 hours. Sometimes it's even more than that. And then we do the Patreon show, and sometimes they get as long as an hour. I mean, there's been times where that's been longer than an hour. And then all the specialty shows. I mean, we've done I think just 55 episodes, 56 episodes of just supermarket queefs. I feel like we've easily done over 100 queef or no queefs. We're on, our fourth season of Crafter, Jeff?
I can't imagine that there's another single show that puts out as much content as we do.
Yeah, I mean, if you're signed up for the top tier, you're getting a lot of stuff, a lot of shit.
We're basically our own podcast network.
I
Yeah,
wonder if it gets annoying. Like if they get the Patreon notification, like, oh man, these fucking guys again. A snack attack. Jesus Christ.
more queef jokes. Jesus.
Yeah.
But I mean, every now and then you still get somebody else asking for an even higher tier and more content. It's like, oh my goodness, I don't even know. That'll just be nothing. Our lives will be every millisecond will be recorded and posted somewhere, in some shape or form.
Listen, if we could pay our bills doing that, I would not be opposed to it.
Imagine if we became cam girls,
Get Jeff
early
away
day,
from.
early day cam girls, when they would have a whole bunch of chicks move onto a house together and just have 24-hour camera streaming. Them just having pillow fights and plucking their pubes and stuff.
Wait, when did this happen?
Do you remember there was back in the day they used to have just
I know what you're talking about, Kevin.
Yeah, they would always kind of bill them as like a sorority house, and you could pay a subscription, and these girls all lived together and just had like a 24-hour webcam going, so you could just tune it at any point and flick around to the different camera feeds, almost like that old video game Night Trap.
I feel like I've never seen this before.
Well,
Are they
basically,
naked pillow fights?
I think
Or
so.
is it like a Big Brother thing?
No, I mean, I think it's Big Brother, but it's like naked Big Brother. Like, there is a lot of naked nudity shenanigans. I don't know if they have cameras in the bathroom when they go poopies.
What website is this? Let me write this down.
That might be the Puminati elite tier of their subscription. I don't even know if they're things anymore. Nowadays, everybody's just like, I'm just going to Google porn. I'm just going to go on Pornhub or dogfart.com. I can't believe I still can't get over that that's a thing. Like every now and then you stumble across, like you're scrolling through those videos and you see a thumbnail and you're like, oh, she looks cute. I'll check this video out. And then they have like the production card that plays before it. And it's always just some cute girl looking at the camera at the end of some montage. She's like, oh yeah, dog fart. Like that is the least sexiest thing in the world. Like human farts are pretty gross, but like you just took it a step further, and now you're making me think about dog farts when I'm about to jack off. Good job.
Little Mama, she lights a room up too.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right. Dog farts are gross. Although I would say all the stepsister, stepbrother stuff kind of makes dog fart more normal.
That is incredibly annoying, and they always do that. Like I don't know why I do
it's
this.
Not that. Do you actually like watch them?
Every like porn video that I watch online is based on how cute the girl looks in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So like,
So you don't
I don't
fast forward to the action, or do you watch?
No,
do you watch them?
I don't like cozy up on the couch with a bowl of popcorn. I just
Right,
I
all
skip to
right.
the good stuff. But like,
That's why I'm pushing back on it being the weirdest thing ever. I mean, it's weird, but it's like it is something that I'm able to get through.
it's weird that they just bill it that way. Like the videos are titled that, and it's like, you know, the somewhat recently. I don't know why I do this, but I always look at the comments too, because I just want to see how weird some people are. And man, do people get weird in those comments.
I don't think I've ever looked at a Pornhub comment,
Oh, you must.
and now I feel like I'm missing out.
They're excellent. Like it's always weird. There's all these
You
different
upload 'em
degrees
like
of
Reddit?
weird. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, they get thumbs ups and thumbs downs. And one guy like
This review
commented,
was helpful.
someone commented on a video and they're like, "Man, this girl is so cute, but like enough with this fucking stepsister shit. Why is everybody in porn related now? Nobody wants that." And then someone replied and they're like, "Yeah, you are watching it." And it's like, well, I'm not watching it because it says like stepsister does blah blah blah. I'm watching it because the girl in the thumbnail is cute. Like, it's unfortunate that so many of them are titled that way that you kind of just fall into it, but it is definitely not the draw of the click. And I think they think that that's the reason why people are watching those videos, so they fucking put it in more. We need to go on change.org and try and just push for a porn reform.
I like it. The new porn deal.
Yeah. But man, if you never have, I suggest looking at the comments. Wait till you're done. It's more of like a chaser, you know?
That's the pillow talk afterwards is reading the comments.
Yeah, it's like a nice glass of port after dinner. Man, what the fuck am I even talking about?
I don't even know what port is that. Is that a wine? Like a post dinner wine? Port wine?
It is a dessert wine, yes.
Okay. All right, cool.
So
I
you
guess
do
I
know
didn't know
what
what
it
you're talking
is.
about.
Yeah. Good job.
I just have never had any.
Well, I
I
mean,
feel like I've had Sambuca after a dinner before, but not a wine.
Sambuca, that's the black licorice flavored one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bums me out.
Ugh.
I kind of like it, but I haven't had it in like 15, 20 years at this point. 20 is too strong. We're definitely closer to 15.
Well, this was a little bit of an eventful week for me. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Let me look at my calendar. Let me see what I did over the last week. It's like a whole bunch of nothing.
MJ had surgery Wednesday.
Oh, she got her titties chopped off, right?
Well, I mean, not exactly or anywhere close. She had some lumps on her legs that got removed.
Her
Uh,
lovely lady humps.
but yeah, um, and one on her back. But that was the most eventful thing of the weekend that I can discuss in front of the paywall.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
There was some
Scandal.
big acai uh, items Wednesday morning after I dropped MJ off at the vet that we'll discuss in Patreon.
Oh boy. All right. Shuddy Boy teasing your butthole with a feather. How's that for some podcast foreplay?
Um, saw
But
Deadpool.
yeah, samesies, samesies.
Um, trying to remember if there's anything else I did, but no, it was. I mean, most of my week was consumed with babysitting MJ after post surgery, post op.
Yeah. Well, I do
Which
want to give a quick shout out to the Puminati for immediately Shazamming my stupid meowing.
Oh yeah, we got feedback on that one, huh?
Lots.
like almost instantly,
Yeah.
I had an Instagram message of them telling me what song Kevin was listening to.
Yeah, I mean, that was, my... Oh my God, I almost said it was Carl and mine's anniversary, but no, it was my birthday. So I had to edit the podcast, upload it real quick, and then save the video files and do the video later because that's the most time-consuming part of all this, and just rush straight over to pick up Carl and go to dinner. And on the way to dinner, I got a notification that, like on Instagram, someone commented on one of my posts saying, the song you're looking for is Sit Still and Look Pretty by Daya. And, like, that person must have, like, the second the episode went live, started listening, got to that point in the podcast, recognized the stupid noises I was making, and commented that post, because it was lightning fast. Lightning fast. And then, of course, like a trillion comments everywhere else between then and now. A lot of people know that song, apparently. Good shit.
I've never heard of the song or the person who sings it.
When I got the notification, I was like, I looked over at Steph and I was like, oh, I got the fucking song. On our way home from dinner, I'm playing you that song, and you're going to feel so stupid for not knowing what it was when I was meowing it at you. And then I put the song on, and she's like, I've never heard this in my life. I was like, damn it. But yeah, let me see. I think the first person to get it to me was Sergio Ramirez on Instagram. So shout out to you. You were the fastest Tard That Tune Shazammer, which apparently I also had other people letting me know that you can, what I just did into the podcast of like trying to get people to guess the name of the song, you can apparently
they
do
have
that.
like an app for it now.
Yeah. I think you can do that into Google or do that into Shazam. So I'll never have to bother the Puminati with that again.
Try it. Try it right now.
All right. Should I try that same song?
Yeah, that exact song.
Okay. All right. Where's my Shazam? Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Meow 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 meow. Pwam 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 pwam. Meow 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 meow. Gabba gabba ghoul. Eat my fucking ass. Fuck you, Shazam. It's not doing anything. Maybe Shazam isn't the right app for it. It just said, this is tough. Last try. No result.
Maybe don't say fuck you, Shazam.
Oh, it doesn't know what I'm saying. Nah, whatever. Well, it might be a Google thing. People were specifically mentioning some sort of Google app that could be done with. So, thank you, everybody, for helping me out of that quandary that I was in. I also did... I did Dustin Ibarra's podcast, which I think comes out tomorrow. He didn't give me the schedule, but I
Is
think
it Little Weenies?
no. I thought I was doing weenie tips,
Weenie tips, right?
but it's the Good Things Are Happening podcast. So
That's a very positive podcast title.
yeah, they try to focus on good news and positivity and stuff. So of course they invited the most negative person on Earth on.
But you've been trying to live a more fortuitous life.
I have, and I did talk about that. But yeah, I think, we record these episodes Monday. By the time they're uploaded, it's Monday night, and East Coast time, it's usually pretty late. So I feel like most people listen to this on Tuesdays, and I think that's when their episodes post. So either way, subscribe to it in advance. Subscribe to it on YouTube and Apple Podcasts, fucking Spotify, Shazam, whatever it's on. Good Things Are Happening podcast. Check it out. Let's see. What else?
And it's the first one ever, or no?
No. There's other episodes.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he promotes it all that much. That's why I was like,
I've never
when he asked me,
seen it on his Instagram or anything.
Yeah, when he hit me up asking if I would do his podcast, I was like, Weenie Tips? But Weenie Tips might just be like an Instagram thing he does.
Oh man, I typed in Dustin Ibarra on podcast, and one of the first things is he was on the Adam Carolla show.
Yeah,
I
think that was somewhat recent.
Yeah, it was back in May.
Yeah, a couple months
ago. Discussed crows and Ozempic, which is the type of range I know Dustin has.
Jeff, would you ever take Ozempic?
Possibly. My uncle takes it, and he has diabetes.
Oh, so he takes it for what it was originally made for.
Yeah. I mean, I'm if I don't have diabetes, I'm getting there fast. So I might, if I go to the doctors anytime soon, they might tell me that, hey, you could use some Ozempic in your life, bro.
Yeah, because if you don't get it like a doctor's notice and you're just getting it for like vanity purposes, I think it's
expensive. They go to Mexico?
I think it's expensive as fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think so. If you're not like being prescribed it and you just want to buy it, I think it's really pricey.
Let's see.
But then they started showing pictures, and I don't know if this is true or not, but like they were showing pictures of like a lot of celebrities that lost weight using Ozempic, and then they were like, now they all have Ozempic face, and they have these fucking sunken in dark eyeballs, looking like they're in a Tim Burton movie.
Ugh,
yeah,
fuck?
It's almost like fucking with people's faces. I don't know though. That would be nice. Like, I wonder if I could just inject it into my titties. Like, I just want to make my titties smaller. Ozempic titty edition.
Bench press.
Yeah, dude. I feel like you can't be doing Ozempic before going to the gym. Like, you should go to the gym first, especially at your age. And like, you're not that out of shape, I don't think. Like, you're not more out of shape than me.
I'm just not fit. I'm not toned at all. I'm not fit. I'm probably 100% body fat, even though if I stepped on a scale, it wouldn't be an alarming number.
I'm 130% body fat then.
Sir, why did you bring that burrito into the tank with you?
I'm almost 100% getting a burrito Wednesday. I went back to McDonald's this past Wednesday after basketball. I kind of regretted it.
Yeah.
I was really...
What happened? Bad food or just made you shit?
No, just the burritos are so fucking bomb, and they don't make me feel as bad about myself as the McDonald's, but truthfully, I'm not even sure which is healthier. Because in McDonald's defense, they tell you the calories that you're eating when you order something, or like it has it on the menu. And there was no calorie count at the burrito stand. I know the burrito, especially because They put the cheese in it first, and then the meat, and then they give you the open wrap to put the other stuff in it.
Really?
So knowing what I do to the burrito, it's like this is not healthy. This is
Oh,
not a healthy
walk me
burrito.
through it. What are the other things you can put in there? I mean, you got rice and beans. That's pretty
It,
standard.
it,
And
it's actually stuff that you fucking hate, like cilantro and onion.
uh, but I
I
mean,
like a spicy onion mix that I like throwing in there too.
okay. But like, I mean, that's not all, right? You don't just like they don't give you just meat and cheese in an open wrap and then you fill the rest with onions.
I mean, yeah, they put the meat, cheese, the rice, the beans in there, and then I put in like the salsa, the avocado salsa,
Gotcha.
the cilantro onions, and like the spicy onion mixture. But I just know my main point is I know that it's not healthier than McDonald's. I mean, if so, it's very marginal. It doesn't even. Let's just call it a tie.
I mean, there is that, but then if you think about it, so like I guess some of the worst part about a burrito is probably going to be the tortilla. I know tortillas aren't great for you,
Yeah.
but I mean, meat on its own, not the worst thing in the world. Like cheese isn't great, but I mean, do you put like sour cream in it? Oh no, you hate sour cream.
Yeah, I don't like sour cream. Hate's a strong word. I'm not gonna use I'll if like we're ordering nachos as like a team,
Yeah,
I'm not taking the sour cream off unless like everyone in the team doesn't want sour cream. Then I'm
but
like,
sour
all
cream's
right, whatever.
that's pretty horrible for you. Sour cream's bad,
Oh, okay. Well, go
but
figure.
But I mean, you're not a sour cream eater. Plain Greek yogurt is a healthy alternative to sour cream.
But you can't put that in Mexican nachos, right? I mean you could, but
someone might beat you
I
up for it.
eat, I mean, you do that in the privacy of your own home. You don't go to the
we're not
Mexican
gonna talk about
restaurant
it.
and be like, "Hey, can I get some non-fat plain Greek yogurt on my nachos instead of sour cream?"
Imagine if Mexican restaurants carried Greek yogurt.
But like, but then the dissecting the flip side, McDonald's, they always make jokes about how the frozen meat patties are basically just fucking ground up worm meat and cardboard. I'm sure we've all seen the experiment where they leave McDonald's food just exposed, and it looks exactly the same as day one as it does 10 years in. I'm sure that plays a huge factor in the horrible things that McDonald's does to your body. I mean, if you just go and get a burger from a place, like a mom and pop place, or even if you just go to the supermarket, you buy some ground beef, you make your own patties, cook them up with like fresh ingredients and stuff. It is, at the end of the day, still a burger. It's probably still kind of bad for you. But I mean, a McDonald's burger with the amount of just fucking like chemicals and paint thinner that's in the bun or whatever the hell that keeps it from aging and rotting, like that's got to be just torture on your organs. So I don't know. I'm honestly willing to bet that a burrito might be a healthier move than McDonald's. But then again, I'm not a burrito scientist.
Yeah, I mean, it's just probably more authentic ingredients. So at the end of the day, you can just kind of be like, all right, it's got to be healthier than McDonald's.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
I would think.
we're just gonna we'll use Chipotle, just to use something that everybody that is familiar with.
Speaking of which, you see Chipotle is up in their portion size after just getting crushed recently.
In what way? I think that one missed me.
I guess
Jeff, what do you
people
get in
complained
McDonald's?
last time I went, I just got the the limited time deal, which is I got the the McDouble with 4-piece nuggets, small fries, and a medium Coke.
Oh, you got the $5 meal thing.
Yeah, it's $6 for the McDouble, but 5 for the McChicken, I guess. So I said, "Fuck it, give me the 6."
Well, what were you saying, Jeff?
Well, Well, Chipotle, I think people
Oh, yeah.
complain about their portion sizes. So, like Domino's did 15 years ago, they heard, they listened. And now the CEO released a statement saying that there will be more, they're going to give out bigger portions for
Nice.
just your regular orders.
I like
I
when
got to be honest,
corporations
though.
listen.
Yeah. Um, I've only been to Chipotle like 2 or 3 times over the last like maybe 5, 6 years, but I've never gotten shitty portions at Chipotle. Like I really don't know where
Neither
they're
have
getting
I.
this. I don't
Well,
know where they're getting this from.
I haven't. I used to go to Chipotle because there was one in the lobby of SiriusXM in New York. So when I first discovered it, I was eating it like 2 or 3 times a week, and then I was like, all right, you got to fucking calm down a little bit. So I limited it myself to Mondays. Every Monday, just to shake off the case of the Mondays, my lunch would be Chipotle. And when I moved out to LA, I really sort of phased it out and stopped eating it. Just because, it just never crossed my mind. There's so much good food in LA, I almost just forgot Chipotle existed. But one thing I do remember about going there is they were almost like sleight of hand magicians. They were very deceptive with their scoops. You would go with them to every station. They would take that spoon, get a big thing of rice, and make it look like they were about to dump it in the burrito, and then they would shake it, and like 80% of it would fall out, and then they would fucking scoop it into the burrito, and then they would move on to the beans, and you're like, oh, I'm getting a nice healthy serving of beans, and then wiggle it, and all the beans would fall out, and then they'd just throw that little bit on. And then the cheese was the most egregious. They would make it look like they grabbed like a fucking fistful of cheese, and then it would all just plummet out of their hand like a claw game trying to get a stuffed animal, and they'd put like 2 pubes of cheese on there.
I've never had that experience, but we are going to do this supermarket queef style. And you guys are, I'm going to describe each of these meals to you.
So you get to
One
be
from
Ruprecht?
Chipotle. Yep, I'm going to be Ruprecht.
Shuddy Ruprecht.
And then you are going to tell me which one has the higher calorie count.
Okay.
So the meal that Jeff is referring to is a McDonald's McDouble.
Are you factoring in soda?
May I speak, please?
Oh.
Let him fucking take charge
My
here, right?
apologies, Shuddy. I didn't realize you got bummed out being cut off.
We're gonna bend over and just open our buttholes for Shuddy to
Yeah.
park this goddamn.
It's episode
This
666.
bit
I'll
into-
do it for real.
So
I really thought that butthole was coming out.
I saw all the color
Mc-
drain out of Jeff's face and the fear of God enter his eyes.
I was gonna look right into that fucking dark star though.
okay, it's a McDouble, a 4-piece chicken McNugget,
Yeah.
small fries, and a small Coca-Cola.
Oh, we're going with a small. Okay.
That's what
It
comes
was
in.
medium. Yeah, they're lying.
Well-
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Unless the small is the size of what a medium used to be.
It is.
Okay,
And
fair enough.
Wendy's is even more egregious.
Oh, my God.
Wendy's, if you order a small, it comes in like a 32-ounce large cup. And then you get a tiny fry. Versus a burrito from Chipotle with carnitas, brown rice, black beans, guac, red salsa, sour cream, cheese.
No drink?
No drink.
So just a burrito versus an entire McDonald's meal. And this is just
Correct.
purely calories, so it's not. We're not incorporating the formaldehyde that McDonald's puts in their cheese.
No, we are not. We are not talking. That.
Okay. Jeff, can you describe a Chipotle burrito to me, and I will draw it. Okay.
Actually, the last few times I went to Chipotle and got a burrito, it was only a burrito bowl. And like I actually
look at
like talked to patted myself on the back, like, yeah, healthy decision, Jeff. Good job, buddy.
Good job, Professor Healthy.
You're making progress, Jeff. Good job.
But wait, where do you go for your burritos? Is it like a mom and pop place?
Yeah, it's like a taco stand down where my brother lives now, which
Gotcha.
is only like a mile from my house.
Okay.
I mean, they're gonna be relatively similar.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be like 1,000 calorie swing between Chipotle and what Jeff gets.
You'd think. But who knows? We would need to consult an actual burrito scientist. But for the sake of this game that you've impromptu put together, Shuddy Boy, a McDonald's meal versus a Chipotle burrito. Jeff, should I go first? Or do you want to go first?
What are we guessing? Which one's got more?
Yeah, which
calories?
ones? Yeah, like they show the Mott's apple juice, the Minute Maid orange juice concentrate, and say which one of these retails for less than $3.
I'll go first. I'm gonna guess the McDonald's calories are 1,200 and the Chipotle calories. Is that you're shaking your
You're just guessing which one is higher. You don't
I know,
have
but
to.
I want to give the exact calories because it's fun.
Okay, all right, okay.
McDonald's is 1,200 calories and Chipotle is 1,400. I'm going Chipotle higher. Oh,
I think Chipotle is
Kevin.
going to be higher too. And since
Okay.
Jeff and I both gave the same answer, if we match, we get 30 seconds added to our sweep total.
Yep, to your sweep time. It is, you guys are both correct. The McDonald's meal is 1,000 calories. And the Chipotle burrito is 1,350.
Oh,
So
I am
Jeff
a necrophilia.
was dangerously close to guessing it. But what makes the Chipotle burrito healthier is that it's 53 grams of protein versus McDonald's 34 grams of protein. And the burrito has 123 grams of carbs. The McDonald's meal somehow has 127.
what is the burrito's secret source of calories? Like, there has to be one egregious addition
I
that
feel like
is
the
just...
tortilla is like 700 calories. At
So
least that's
the
what healthy Jeff tells himself when he gets the burrito bowl.
The tortilla is 320 calories.
That's
So if you take the tortilla out of it, you're down to where McDonald's was. But really,
Good job,
the sour cream and the guacamole would be the other two big.
Guac,
things.
so
That's
guacamole's got
another-
a lot of. I thought that would be healthy.
yeah, it is
It
just
is
avocado.
healthy, but avocado
Healthy
has a lot of fat, so it has calories.
Oh, yeah.
But this is overall the Chipotle on the surface. I'm not a nutritionist, but it is better food and better, even though it has higher calories, is a better meal than the 1,000 calorie McDonald's meal. However, there's like a fucking $10 swing in these two things.
Really?
That McDonald's meal is $5 or $6.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and
So
then Chipotle, because they don't by default put sour cream on it, right? You have to ask for that?
you do have to ask for it.
Do
but
they
there's
charge
no
extra?
charge for it?
Oh, there
no,
isn't?
guac
Okay.
they do.
Guac, oh, yeah. Guac, and that's probably expensive. They probably
Yeah, it's like
rip you off.
It's like $2.
You want to hear something fucking crazy? Okay, so Carl and I went to, we had to do a little bit of shopping and some errands for the new place over the weekend. And we went to the mall, and she was like, there's an acai place there. So we can get an acai bowl for breakfast, and then we'll just go do our chores. And I was like, all right, excellent. We get there, and being that I met her there, and I just like woke up, showered, got dressed, and drove to Culver City, and hadn't had my coffee yet. So we both put our orders in for coffee at the acai bowl place. She wanted almond milk in hers, And I was like, yeah, I'll just put whole milk in mine. And I got mocked for putting whole milk in my coffee. And then...
By who? By Carl?
Yeah, she
Or by
dumped on
the
me.
worker?
She was like...
Did the worker start abusing you?
No, Carl started it, and then the employee piled on. But she was like, yeah, you can kind of tell he's not an LA native, right? And I'm like, what, is it that weird to get whole milk in your coffee? And the employee goes, it's so weird that that's the only milk we charge for. And I was like, what? I was like, so skim milk, I don't get charged for? She's like, no. Almond milk. Usually every place, if you sub in almond milk, then they ding you with an extra charge. She's like, no, almond milk is free. And I'm like, but whole milk. Whole milk is extra. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, fuck me. I want whole milk in my coffee.
That does not make sense.
And guess how much the added charge was for whole milk in my coffee?
$1.
$1.50.
$2!
$2 for a fucking splash of whole milk?
It was a $4 coffee.
They should have better have given you a fucking half gallon of milk with your coffee for $2. Holy shit.
I was like, so did you literally only get one person like a week who asked for whole milk? So you like you get one pour and then you throw the gallon out. So this is you guys trying to like I couldn't believe it. She didn't even warn. I just looked at the receipt afterwards. I was like, $2 fucking. Oh my god.
She said it's the only one we charge for, but never said how much the charge was.
Nope.
Okay, Dunkin' used
maybe
to charge 50 cents extra for almond milk, which it appears that they've just stopped doing. But 50 cents, while I never was real happy about it, that's relatively reasonable.
Yeah.
$2 is fucking ridiculous.
Mind-blowing.
For a splash of milk.
In a small
Yeah,
coffee.
like a small coffee at 7-Eleven, I think is $2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fucking large coffee at Wawa is $1.99, and you can put as much fucking whole milk as you want in the cup.
Yeah. I was like, you
How is
motherfuckers.
Wawa's coffee?
You motherfuckers
Wawa's
better.
coffee is legit.
I was like, you guys better have like a live cow in the back room that
Yeah.
you're just going teat to cup with.
Yeah, this better be raw, unfiltered, fresh from the teat for $2, and come with a blowjob.
Rotten bastards, Shuddy. I tell
I
you.
say you when you live in that area, you don't go back to that coffee shop.
I won't because it was an acai bowl place, but
Oh, well, fuck them anyway, because they're not the right acai bowl place.
Exactly. Acai bowl was decent, but not worth a $2 upcharge for putting fucking milk in my coffee. God damn it. Well,
Tell them you know
either way.
somebody in the industry and they're raping you.
Yeah, this is not
I
competitive
don't know
pricing.
about that. Well, I guess in the spirit of it being the 666th episode, we should do a game that kind of ties into it. And this is one that actually came up on the show probably like last month or 2 months ago. And it is a game that probably will just involve Jeff, but Shuddy, you're welcome to chime in as well.
If we're gonna start the game portion, my game also ties into episode 666. So we'll just do. Can we do them both back to back?
Sure.
Okay, that's where I was going. You do your thing first, though. I'm here for it.
Jeff was blown away by a band that I was going to go see. And he could not believe that it was a real band name. So we sort of threw it out there that it would be fun to do a real or fake metal band game with Jeff. So I've prepared some names, and all you have to do is simply say real or fake. So, I don't know. Let's start off easy. Bolt thrower. Bolt thrower.
I don't understand how easy means.
Yeah. I was wondering too, Jeff, because
I don't know. This feels like it could very well be a death metal band. I feel like it's not
like
grim enough. I'm gonna say that's not a death metal band.
Shuddy, do you
I'm
have a
gonna
guess?
say it is.
Yeah, Bolt Thrower is a real death metal band.
No,
Let's see.
It's a soft ass death metal band.
No, they're actually pretty brutal. They're a well respected death metal band. They've since broken up, but they were.
How many kills do they have?
I don't know. I don't know how many wall of death kills they've had at their live shows, but I never
All
got
right,
to see them
so-
live. Bolt Thrower is a pretty sick band, though. I enjoy Bolt Thrower.
They have 115 songs on 13 albums, according to the internet.
Yeah, they're pretty accomplished.
They started in 1987.
Yeah.
I was looking for something fun that I could read some lyrics to Geoff about. Geoff.
I don't think their lyrics are all that crazy. I think there are a lot of like.
Got to sing them right.
I think their stuff is like a lot of their lyrics are sort of like combat oriented. But what's up?
Like
Is that thing
like military or like
Yeah.
fist fight?
Military.
We should talk about the medal at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
Also, that was rad.
Yeah, I agree. All
Did
right.
you guys
What
watch
about?
the rest of the opening ceremony? Because people were mad about that.
People
Oh.
were mad about the Gojira stuff too, but no, I turned it off after Gojira.
Nowadays, if you sneeze, people will be like, "Ah, Satan, my fifis, my poor
Yeah.
fifis."
Middle America had a mental breakdown Friday night.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah. I think they did like a spoof, like a LGBTQ parody of The Last Supper. And it felt like it wasn't just the Outkick type folks that got mad. It felt like some mainstream people even got mad. I think Glenn Greenwald, of all people,
I don't even know who that
tweeted
is.
about it. Really?
Glenn
Glenn
Greenwald?
Glenn Greenwald, it's a okay. So he's the guy who broke the Edward Snowden story, and like Edward Snowden trusted him to tell the story.
Okay.
You know who Edward Snowden is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. He's the one that broke that story. He's an independent journalist who lives with like his husband in Brazil, and they're like dogs, and they might have adopted kids. So like he is a gay guy himself. I'm pretty sure he's also from like a Jewish background, and he has like pro-Palestine takes. He has like anti-liberal takes, anti-democratic takes, anti-government. Like he's kind of all over the place. So I don't know. Like I feel like he is one of the more progressive voices on Twitter, and even he was like, "They're kind of tripping. Like this is like they should not have done the Last Supper thing at the Paris opening ceremonies."
I'm no like Olympic scientist, but some people were saying that it was like it was actually just a portrayal of like a Greek Dionysus or something like that.
Yes,
like a different Greek painting. But like it is also weird that like the Last Supper, like do these people think that Jesus painted it? Like it's a fucking Da Vinci painting. 1,500 years after Jesus was born. There's no real, true, like, religious significance to it. Da Vinci just fucking painted it.
Correct.
Well, there was a Last Supper, right?
There was.
Like
I mean, according to the Bible, yes.
Well, sure, yeah.
Yes,
But,
there
like,
was this.
it
But
wasn't
the
like
painting.
a timely thing that, like, Jesus commissioned some artist to paint while they were actually having it. It was
but in
1,500 years after the fact.
In no version of the Last Supper was there a bearded lady at the Last Supper, except for the Paris
But
Summer Olympics.
also,
Do we know that?
Also, at the Last Supper, there wasn't Tony Soprano, and nobody got mad when the Sopranos did a Last Supper parody. There was also no Kanye West, and nobody got mad when Kanye West did a Last Supper parody. The Last Supper has been parodied 1 trillion times, and no one has ever gotten their panties in a twist over it.
And let's remember that they all wore robes and not pants back then, so technically it was all men in dresses. If we really want to split fucking hairs.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
people.
you really Shuddy Boyed the Last Supper right there.
I think it's just kind of like in now. It's very trendy to like jump on social media and just whine about how outraged you are and then pat yourself on the back and smell your own farts over it. It's like, get a fucking hobby, man. Do a crossword puzzle.
I only brought it up because I actually think it isn't just the Outkick type of people that were complaining about it.
I think it's anybody that just wants attention.
Well, that's fair, but you could say that about any type of social media post.
Yeah, this is just the trend of the day to hop on. This is the bandwagon to like pat yourself on the back on, and people are doing it. And hey, we all think you guys are super cool for it. It worked.
I will say it's funny that the choreographer or somebody, I'm relaying this story from Mark Rooster that he told last night when we went to the movies. That whoever was responsible for that segment, they've said weren't aware that it was going to upset anyone.
Well, like I said, all you have to do nowadays is sneeze, and people will be like, "Oh, offended." It's just, I think there is a certain rush that comes with like clutching your pearls and then announcing that you're clutching your pearls, and people chase that.
I believe the term is virtue signaling.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
like people saw like the headless Marie Antoinette, and they're like, "Oh, Satan!" It's like, nope, Marie Antoinette.
Yeah,
close.
Yeah,
but nice try. Oh, that band playing, they have a distortion pedal on their guitar. Ooh, Satan. Nope, Gojira. Which, by the way, very cool day for metal. You never really see metal getting that sort of mainstream attention. And while I'm not a big Gojira fan, I like my stuff a little heavier. I respect Gojira, and I think it's really fucking cool that they got a platform that big, and I'm sure their merch, their music is going to skyrocket. So always a good day when metal gets, a little bit of elevation.
I'm glad I saw the French feed of the Gojira performance before the feed that we got here in the U.S. because listening to Peyton Manning and Kelly Clarkson have no idea what to do during Gojira was a little bit tough to listen to.
Yeah. I just
might surprise you guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Now continue your point.
Listening to Kelly Clarkson just say heavy metal over and over again, I was like, I sat there just like with my face in my hand, just like, just shut up. Just stop.
Kevin, how much of the Olympics have you watched?
Oh, 0. I'm not.
You watched the opening ceremony?
I did, yeah, just because I saw like everybody talking about Gojira, and like as a metal guy, like even though like I just said, I'm not like a huge Gojira fan, but it was like it would be stupid for me to not watch it. A metal band getting that big of a world platform, I was like, I gotta check this out. And some of the stills that I saw of them like on the an edge of a building, just like rocking out, I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. I'll see what's up. So Carl and I watched it.
Gnarly.
Yeah, we both were like, that was like the fucking coolest opening ceremony ever. Like, they got weird with it. It was like the fire shooting out. It was fucking cool. And then they had that part with like the Mad Max, like the people on the poles that were like whipping back and forth, like in Fury Road. Like that was pretty cool looking. Yeah, we dug it.
Dude, I haven't watched outside of the American Olympic basketball game, the first one. I haven't watched any of the Olympics, and I was really into the Olympics growing up. It just isn't doing it for me.
The Cock actually has really good Olympic coverage.
Oh yeah.
What about?
I was fucking with it yesterday, and I was like, wow, they're actually breaking it down quite a bit for stuff that you normally wouldn't get a chance to see.
What's your issue with it, Jeff? Is there's not enough discus? Like what about the events are different from previous years?
I think my sports consumption at this point is so revolved around betting, and this just isn't a good betting platform, vehicle, thing, whatever.
There's not enough
like
to bet
it's
on?
just like, dude, you can't get fucking data on the javelin. Like
Well, I mean, could you
Like,
get
you
data
go-
on the
like, yeah,
javelin?
all right.
Well, hold on. Could you get info on the javelin years ago and you can't now?
No,
Like, well, then what's different this year about previous years?
because this doesn't have a betting aspect to it. I don't fucking care as much. I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. Like the way I view sports is through like pretty much solely a betting lens at this point. That
Oh, so
once you
you're
take the betting away from it, it's kind of like, all right, whatever. I don't really care that much. Like with the NFL has several websites that keep stats. Same with the NBA, same with baseball, same with golf, whatever. So like that, you can use that data to like try to inform your bets, which for me hasn't been going well
so are you
lately.
basically no longer a sports fan? You're just a gambling fan?
It's getting close to that, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, that's an interesting take.
Because I feel like less shitty about sitting on my couch watching sports if there isn't like a financial component to it. Or it's like if I'm watching, it's like, hey, I could make money off of this, or I can pick things up to where I can maybe bet based on what I watch. There's a whole like betting foundation there that I can kind of harken back to and use as an excuse for sitting on the couch and doing nothing.
So now,
But
since the 4 years have passed since the last Summer Olympics, when you're like, oh yes, shot put is cool and all, but me being homeless isn't on the line. So, yawn.
Yeah, kind of. I don't even remember being that into the Olympics because they didn't have it in 2020.
No, they were.
That's
It was
true.
2021.
2021, right? It was in Tokyo, maybe?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because in
Because of the
Akira,
pandemic.
Akira, they like there's a whole part in the movie where they have like an Olympic stadium that was being built for the 2020 Olympics, and that came out in the 80s. So they had like accurately predicted that those Olympics would be in Tokyo, but they did not accurately predict a global pandemic.
Yeah, can't get them all. I mean, whatever. I
Well,
just don't know what it is. I think it is. I guess my best guess is just the gambling aspect of it. But like even today when I'm watching TV and writing, there's like a 9-hour feed on the NFL.com of inside the training camp, and they just go around to different like teams' practices
it's
and
like a
talk
cam
to
girl
people.
house.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of, yeah. And I'm like way more interested in what the backup left guard of the Miami Dolphins has to say than this.
Well, whoops, that was weird. That might be an MSPH first. The power going out.
I feel like we're kind of like baseball in the sense that we've done everything in podcasting already.
Everything that can go wrong has happened to us.
Yeah, there is
Well, I mean,
there
that's-
is no ground to break.
That's what happens when you have over 1,000 episodes.
I guess
Let's
so.
get back to the metal band game.
Yeah, yeah,
We had a woman once queef on command on this podcast.
we did, and it's actually used at the end of every episode of Supermarket Queefs that we do.
Beautiful.
So
Hopefully
yeah,
we don't pay her royalties.
we got one band into real or fake metal bands with Jeff before we got sidetracked talking about the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Yeah,
The Paris
imagine that.
Olympics of all things.
But Jeff, Bolt Thrower is a real band. What about? Let me see. Which one should I pick here? Got a nice list going. All right, how about Death Fucking Cunt?
No. I can't. No. That can't be. This feels like it could be a trick question, but no.
Yeah. Shuddy,
You
what do you
I am
gotta
think?
tell
going-
people you're going to Death Fucking Cunt. Or, like, you gotta try to sell tickets for that. I feel like that would be a problem. Like, branding would be an issue, I think.
Shuddy?
I'm going to say that I think that is a real band name only because I don't think sitting there trying to come up with band names on your own, you would have landed on Death Fucking Cunt.
Well, I've got some news for you. I was on this website called Indie Merch Store that sells a lot of like death metal band merch. And I was scrolling around, and there fucking somehow is a band called Death Fucking Cunt. I've never heard of them. I've never heard their music. But apparently they exist. You can buy their merch. And I'm with you, Jeff. That is silly and stupid. I feel like that is a dumb name.
Well, but after seeing it, you didn't go and listen to their music?
No, I just put their name in my phone and just went on with my day.
They are from Australia.
Oh, Jeff hates that.
Yeah. Being anti-Australian is part of my brand.
I'm trying to see if I can find.
Right when I start talking, going on with the game, Shuddy's going to jump in and interrupt me. So I'm trying to wait it out.
Sorry, go ahead. I can't find any Death Fucking Cunt lyrics, that's all.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I didn't know you were trying to look up their
Apple Music?
lyrics. Maybe. Who knows?
I'm going to look it up while you're giving me the next one.
All right. What do you think about Putrid Alien Carcass?
See, that sounds way more like a death metal band than Death Fucking Cunt. But I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm overthinking it, but I feel like you're not going to give me 3 real bands. You said Alien Mucus Punch?
No, but if I ever saw a band, Alien Mucus Punch is 100% the name of it. Putrid Alien Carcass.
Oh my god.
Did you look up Death Fucking Cunt?
I'm gonna say no. Death or the Alien one isn't an actual band name. Yeah. So they have 2 albums on Death Fucking Cunt has 2 albums on Apple Music. One's from 2022, Decadent Perversity, and then the other one's 2009. And 2009 is Split Roast.
Split Roast or Spit Roast?
No, it's Split Roast.
Okay. So they have 182 monthly listeners on Spotify. Song titles include Fisted into Form, Blunt Force Vasectomy, and Conceived in Formaldehyde.
I'm looking at him. Wait.
What about Suicidal Masturbatory Flagellation?
That's what I was just about to read. That's a mouthful. Suicidal Masturbatory Flagellation?
That's awesome.
They've got Devoured by Eunuchs, also.
Wonderful.
Yeah, they do. The Veiny Shaft of Justice.
So you're saying no on Putrid Alien Carcass, Jeff. What about you, Shuddy?
There's a chance that Death Fucking Cunt went as Cunt Scrape as well.
Oh no, that's a split album. There is a band called Cunt Scrape, and they did a split album with Death Fucking Cunt.
So,
oh my god, they have one called Light Beer Equals Intense Queer.
Devoured by Eunuchs has a line that says, taken in puberty during the monthly ritual that cauterized the gaping gash. Laugh at the remaining stub.
Man.
There you have it.
At the end of Split Roast, the final track is Insane Cum Score.
Death Fucking Cunt, who will be performing the opening ceremonies of the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles.
Jeez, Outkick was going to be pissed.
All right,
even
Shuddy.
Then, you'd be like, if they were the headline of the Olympic opening ceremony,
yeah,
would you be like, that's a little much?
Of course, yeah. Like, and
I even that one.
I even toned down. Like, there are some bands that I absolutely love, and like, I won't wear a shirt out in public if it says "fuck" on it. Like, I won't wear a shirt out in public if it's like obscenely violent. Like some death metal bands have some really out there merch, and I'm like, I love you guys, but I will not be buying that shirt. Thank you for keeping it metal, but yeah, I don't want to walk around in public wearing that. But Shuddy, on with the game.
I think it is a band because I think you would give Jeff 3 real bands in a row.
Well, how the tables have turned, there is no such band as Putrid Alien Carcass.
Huh.
There's a band.
Though.
There's a band called Carcass, and they fucking rule.
What was the band name Jeff had just come up with? Did
It's
you
like
write it
Alien-
down?
Alien Mucus
Alien
Punch.
Mucus Punch. Yeah.
All right. How about this next one? Witch Vomit.
WITCH, Jeff.
Yeah, so where?
Nah, yeah, it's
where's
not.
the? Where, oh,
It's
I
not.
don't know where the
It's not a
vomit is.
question. It's not asking which vomit. It's not about sandwich vomit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little apostrophe in front of the witch.
We did have a band on MSPH years ago, Skeleton Witch.
That was That was just me and you. Were you on,
I know, I
Jeff?
think I was there. Yeah.
Because I remember I had to leave early. I had to leave the episode early because I was going to a New Jersey Devils game.
So we know Skeleton Witch
Witch
is a band,
Vomit.
but is Witch Vomit a band?
I'll say no.
I'm going to say yes.
Even though, yeah, I'm hesitant about my no, but I'll just go no. It just feels like one of those names that is too easy for you to come up with, so you didn't come up with it. But I also think you're going to go back-to-back no's after back-to-back yeses.
All right. Well, Jeff, what does my shirt say?
Oh, motherfucker. Did you see that too, Shuddy?
I didn't notice that either.
all right.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Yes.
That's not why I said yes. I almost felt like I would pretend that I did, but no. I can't leave you out on that island alone, Jeff. I also didn't realize it said witch vomit on it.
And it's got an upside down T too, so that also kind of threw me off.
It's it is one of the most absurd band names I've ever heard, but they are so fucking good. I can't get
Kevin
over
could
it.
have also just had that shirt made and to really.
Imagine.
If I had the wherewithal to make shirts like this up for a gag, we would have some sick MSPH shirts.
I'm gonna just fucking write Alien Mucus Punch on one of my white V-necks next week.
But yeah, if you like death metal, it's the silliest fucking name ever, but god damn are Witch Vomit incredible. They're so good. Like I feel like most of the times if you're listening to a death metal album or a black metal album and they have like this, like a creepy castle done in blue color schemes, you know you got a banger. Okay. Real or fake metal band? Cannabis Corpse.
Yeah, I've heard of them before. Yeah. Wait. Cannabis Corpse?
Yep.
Cannabis Corpse. No. No, they're not. It's Cannibal Corpse, right?
Well, what say you, Shuddy?
I mean, I also know I've seen Cannibal Corpse.
I think you saw Cannibal Corpse with me. I think it was Cannibal Corpse and Black Dahlia Murder in Bethlehem. Oh, no. I think it might have been Napalm Death. Hold on. I think I'm fucked up.
No.
Get them all confused, huh?
I saw Cannibal Corpse at Sounds of the Underground with In Flames.
Oh, and I was with you on that one, right?
But it was Napalm Death and Black Dahlia Murder in Allentown.
Yeah, that was the last show. That was my last ever mosh pit.
I'm going to say yes, it is a band.
Well, Shuddy, you are correct. There's a lot of room in
Oh
that
my
metal
God.
punch bowl. There's Cannibal Corpse, and then Cannabis Corpse came out. So yeah, it's like
That's
death metal.
kind of bullshit.
Death metal with weed lyrics and stuff.
Stoner death metal.
All right. How about Infant Annihilator?
I feel like they would leave babies out of it. And that sounds like something that sounds like a Kevin Kraft joke. I'm gonna go now.
That is 100% a band that
It
you
is.
have had me listen to before.
Infant Annihilator is a real band. They're almost like satire, like it's so over the top, it's like done to be silly. But yeah,
But
real band.
songs such as Cunt Crusher, Unholy Grave Birth,
I'm gonna look up some of these
Decapitation.
bands.
Fornication,
All right. You ready
A
for more,
Rape
Jeff?
of Sirens,
How about this one, Jeff? Sanguishugabog.
Yeah, it's a very popular Swedish death metal band. Actually, it's German, right? Be German.
Shuddy. Sanguishugabog.
I'm going to say yes because I don't see how you just throw that together.
Yeah, they're a real band.
Like,
They're like
that name is just too out there for and foreign sounding for you to be sitting there to come up with on your own.
and they're from Ohio, Jeff.
Really?
Yeah. But they have a very silly, like over the top, unreadable band font. And it almost looks like, when you're like a kid and you're like making something in art class and you realize you made the letters too big and you're running out of paper and then you kind of have to like squish them together and droop them. That's what their band logo looks like.
All right.
I'd show you on my phone, but it doesn't. Oh, Shuddy Boy is sharing his screen. Yeah, there's the logo for Sanguishugabog.
It doesn't even look like a logo. It's
Yeah, it
just
looks like a fucking like wig.
it does. It looks like
Yeah.
a toupee.
A wig made out of silly string.
A merkin.
All right. What about Vomit Forth?
No. Wait, vomit forth. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll say yes.
I'll say no.
Real band. It's almost like a lot of these guys
I'm gonna
like
look it up.
they bought like death metal fridge magnets and they just grab a few, throw it at the fridge, and it's like,
And whatever two land next to each other, that's the name.
yeah. Like there's Skeleton Witch, there's Vomit Forth, there's Witch Vomit. Like it's all kind of just plucking from the same thing. I do like Vomit Forth though. They are pretty good.
Yeah, they don't have that cool of names though. Like track names. Let me look at their northeastern deprivation. See what that has. Immortal Disseverance, Pillar of Rot, Inherent Laceration, Entanglement. What is that, a shot at Will Smith? Yeah. This doesn't nothing beats death fucking cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, they're clearly leaning into the shock novelty of it all. All right, let's do a couple more. What about Mammoth Grinder?
Mammoth grinder. I'll say no. No, that sounds like a Kevin Kraft creation.
What about you, Shuddy?
I'll also say no.
Well, Mammoth Grinder is a real band. They were not on my radar. Zach Krager, the guy that directed Barbarian, saw me wearing a death metal shirt, and he was like, "Hey, you ever heard of Mammoth Grinder?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure that's made up." And he's like, "No, you got to check them out. You got to check them out. They're sick." And turns out, they're quite sick.
Notice how
But
he name dropped right there, Jeff.
Mammoth Grinder.
Kevin's
Not
Kevin's rubbed shoulders with famous people. Or
He needs.
elbows. I don't know what you rub with.
It's elbows. It's
All
elbows.
right.
Kevin has rubbed assholes with a lot of people.
Kevin's given shoulder rubs to a lot of famous people lately.
But yeah, Mammoth Grinder's pretty dope. If you like death metal, they're worth checking out. But is there a real band called Spine Breaker?
I was gonna look it up. Oops. Defeats the purpose of the game. Nah, that's too basic, bitch.
Yes.
Real band, Shuddy? That you think they're a real band?
Real band. Real band.
Well, they are. It's very on the nose, but Spinebreaker, I believe they are a Texas death metal band.
Do you like them?
I do. They don't have
Is
a ton
there
of material
regional-
out, but they're good.
Is there regional sounds for death metal? Like, does German death metal sound different than Ohio death metal?
I would say a lot of the foreign death metal does have regional sounds, but America really likes borrowing from overseas different metal genres. So it's not always like there's a lot of Bay Area death metal, and
I
they
was just
kind
gonna say,
of sound alike.
Spinebreaker couldn't be further from Texas death metal because they are from the Bay Area.
Wait,
Like, they're from
Spinebreaker
the-
is?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was
They're-
thinking of
so-
Mammoth Grinder. Somebody's from Texas.
So Spinebreaker is like from the least Texas place in the country, the Bay Area.
Yeah, there is a lot of death metal from the Bay Area, which is kind of wild. But I don't know. I feel
Mammoth
like
Grinder is from Texas.
there we go. That's why I got my wires crossed. But there's like big names from Texas, like I think Power Trip's from Texas, and Frozen Soul is from Texas. Texas has some really good death metal. But like, what about? All right, we'll do one more. Let's see. All right. How about Face Splatter?
I really don't have analysis for my guesses anymore. I'm completely thrown off by these. Face splatter?
Yeah.
And hopefully they sing about like American Psycho, like Patrick Bateman. I'll go sure. Yeah, face splatter.
I'll go no.
Nah, they're fake. I made them up. But I mean, it is a game that has legs. There's a lot of fucking wacky band names out there that sound made up, that sound like SNL was doing a bit on death metal bands and just made up a whole bunch of them, but they actually are in fact real bands. I mean, there's a band out there right now called Nuclear Power Trio. It's an instrumental kind of like technical death metal band. And they all wear realistic masks. So the drummer is Kim Jong-un, the bassist is Putin, and the guitarist is Trump. And they perform wearing those like hyper-realistic masks. And they're all just like insanely talented. And it's so weird to see just Putin doing like the gnarliest, most technical bass line with his like flopping around Putin head. And like the Kim Jong-un mask is always smiling. So he's just doing these like crazy, like fucking technical drumming with just like a smiling, flopping around Kim Jong-un head. But they are dope. They're fucking good. They have
What's
a song.
that background noise?
They have a song called "Wet Ass Plutonium."
Can you guys hear that?
Is that your butt plug?
It's not my butt plug.
Is it Shuddy's butt plug?
Yep, it's my butt plug this time. I didn't know
Dre-
you guys could hear.
Is Dre listening to TV
Oops.
or watching TV in the other room or something?
Oh, Shuddy's gone. Oh, I guess I can talk real quick about that short film I did. Short film's fucking done, baby. In the books. Got another directing credit under my hat.
It's the douchebag neighbor and his go-kart.
Ah. Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. But, yeah, amidst all of this crazy stuff, moving and all that, and found time to sneak in an overnight shoot for a short film. And, like, you know, we have to shoot at this restaurant because it's all done by the restaurant. Like, it's the restaurant's film festival. It's their third and final year doing it. Really lucked out being asked to be a part of it. Got a really cool script. Can't really tease the full title just yet because the writers want to kind of keep it a surprise for the festival, but it is called Waiting for Blank. And I'll be able to fill the blank in, I guess, in November when after the festival takes place.
You guys remade Waiting for Guffman, huh?
Yeah. Damn it, you're too good at guessing, Shuddy. But when I get
Shuddy just said
there's gonna be like a cast and crew premiere, there's a red carpet premiere, and then I think there's 4 more dates that are sort of open to the public. So when it gets a little closer, and I know for sure what the situation's gonna be, I'll let people know. It's like free. It's just first come first serve, and when it fills up with people, they just start turning everybody away. So I'm going to try and find a way to see if they'll let me put it up somewhere, you know, on YouTube after the festival's done, so it'll live on and, you know, everybody can watch it. Because I'm really happy with it turned out. I think it turned out sick. We had some really ambitious stuff that we wanted to pull off, and we did it. And the whole thing is you have to shoot overnight while the restaurant is closed, and you get 1 day to do it. So the time was we can load in and start at 9, and then we have to be out the door and all the equipment emptied by 7 a.m. And 2 weeks before they started shooting the shorts, they sent out an email to everybody involved saying that the restaurant changed their hours, and they are now open until 10. So we lost an hour of shooting. And the sunrise is 6 a.m., and it starts getting light outside at like 5 a.m. So we basically had from 10 to 5 to shoot a whole project. And it was close. It was very close. But the final sequence that we shot didn't have to be in continuity. So the sun coming up and it being like a little brighter outside didn't fuck us at all. And in fact kind of helped us. So we wrapped shooting at 6 a.m. and then, you know, everybody pitched in and helped pack up all the equipment and gear and get everything loaded out, and we made it out by 7 a.m. on the dot. And I feel like once you reach a certain age, your sleep schedule is kind of just locked in stone. And I have a very hard time breaking my sleep schedule. Like if I stay up late, I'm waking up at my usual time. And if I go to bed early, I'm probably sleeping longer and sleeping until my regular time. So my trick for this was, I was like, the day before the shoot, I'm going to stay up as late as humanly possible and then sleep as late as possible. So I will be well rested. I'll only have been awake for a few hours, and then I'll have all my energy to shoot an overnight. And that plan did not work.
No, you need more than one night to do that, to flip your...
I just kind of figured that I would sleep in late, and I would get like a full night's sleep, but I would wake up way later, and then the overnight wouldn't be so bad. So I took a half a Ritalin and drank a pot of coffee at midnight. And I stayed awake until 5 a.m. And I made sure to sleep out here in the living room on Super Couch so I could have AC. I made sure every little flapperdoodle of my blinds was like situated properly to like block as much from the sun coming. Yeah, thank you. Clituated. To block as much of the sun when the sun came up so it would stay as dark in here as possible. I brought my white noise machine out so it would kind of help me if there's any garbage truck noises in Poop Slime Alley. And it did not work. I woke up at like 10 a.m. So I got 5 hours of sleep, woke up at 10, and didn't start actually working until 12 hours after I woke up. And man, it was tough. It was fucking tough. My old ass was tired. But like
Dude.
you do kind of get that just pump of adrenaline from just being on set and making something with like a big team.
Yeah,
But
did you get some coffee beforehand?
I did.
guess Starbucks is closed. Where did you go? Did you go to like 7-Eleven?
No, so the restaurant brewed us a whole bunch of coffee before they shut the kitchen down. So we did have coffee, but those last hours, and it's funny, like that night where I stayed up till 5 a.m., I feel like every time in my life I've stayed up till 5 a.m., it's because I was doing hard drugs. And you always kind of feel like a crackhead when the sun starts coming up and you start getting tired and you're like, oh man, the real world's coming back soon. This is going to be rough. And I sort of felt that when I stayed up till 5 a.m. the previous night. And I was like, well, at least when I do this tomorrow, I'll be working. I'll be with a whole crew of people. I won't feel like a crackhead. And I still felt like a crackhead. Like the final handful of hours of the shoot, I was like, man, I feel cracky. And then I'm looking around and everybody on like the crew is starting to get tired, and like everybody's skin is getting gray and kind of glistening, and gray circles are forming around everybody's eyes. And I'm like, oh man, we all look like crackheads.
So man, we've been doing Ozempic again tonight, huh?
But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it was fucking cool. Got like a really, really solid cast and crew, and I kind of had some big ideas for a one night shoot, and I threw it to the crew, and they were like, you know what? That's weird, but we're gonna pull that shit off, and we got it. So I'm hoping that, I mean, by how things are going right now, that might be the first thing people ever see of me that I directed, because John Cooper sure is taking his sweet fucking time getting sold.
Yeah, buddy. Just gotta keep grinding, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, it's cool now. You know, sometimes big. I heard last year that like really, really massive directors, like A-list directors, came to the festival. So, who knows? Maybe going there this year, someone will like the short and do a little bit of asking, and maybe it'll lead to more work. Who knows? But I sure as fuck enjoyed myself. I think it's going to turn out really cool. I can't wait to get into the editing bay with it. And I'm very confident that after the festival is done, they'll let me put it up on YouTube so it doesn't just die and no one ever sees it again. But Shuddy.
Yes.
You have another
I'm
game
here.
lined up.
I do.
And I can play the regular intro for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Letterboxd, it's Letterboxd, the D stands for dicks. It's the Letterboxd game.
So, until today, I didn't realize that we were on episode 666. So I reworked the Letterboxd game I had prepared last week to now only be actors or actresses that have played the devil.
Whoa. Uh-oh, Shuddy. People are going to get all mad at us.
So we're going to start. Jeff, there's a couple of wrinkles that I'm throwing into this game that you get to select from. Do you want these movies to be listed by popularity all time or this month?
All time.
Okay. Jeff, you go first. Mr. Tim Curry.
Oh, shit. Tim Curry. Damn it, I love Tim Curry.
I don't even remember what movie he played the devil in. It's just any movie since he played the devil in one, right? That's just
Correct.
making it.
Yes, correct. I will tell you, the movie that he played the devil in is not in his top three.
Do you know what movie that is, Kevin?
Yes, and it's one of those like two sides of the same coin, so I always get it confused with the other one. But I think it's. Oh,
Can you
God.
tell me what it is? Since I'm not going to guess. I have no chance.
I always get it confused with Labyrinth, and it's not Labyrinth. It's the one with Tom Cruise.
Legend.
Legend. There we go. Yeah.
I never even fucking heard of that movie. All right, I'll go Home Alone 2.
Oh man, that wasn't even in my thought process. That's a fucking good one.
I only had two guesses really, and I know I'm missing out on a few big ones. So I want to hear you rattle off a couple after your official guess.
Yeah, because I mean, I was kind of torn between Rocky Horror Picture Show and Clue, but I never even considered Home Alone 2, which is very mainstream, watched a lot around Christmas time every year, so it probably gets a lot of logs, which bumps it up the list.
Yeah, he had to be like third or fourth villain on that movie, right? Oh, fourth.
In what? In Home Alone?
Home Alone 2, right?
Yeah, he's probably lower than fourth, I would guess.
Oh, well, you go Macaulay, Stern, Pesci,
Probably the parents.
then really?
Yeah,
I mean,
I would guess that. What's her face? Man,
I don't remember either of the parents' real names.
well. The dad died.
Yeah,
William
Mr.
John
McAllister.
John Hurd. Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
According to Letterboxd, Tim Curry is seventh build.
Wow.
Okay. But I think I'm going to go with Clue. I don't know why, but Clue is calling me.
That's what I was. I mean, it was either that or Home Alone 2. Those are my only two guesses.
It could be. I mean, the cult following that Rocky Horror Picture Show has is pretty powerful. That could be number one.
I've never seen that. I didn't know he was in it.
And then also Scary Movie 2. Who could forget?
So, some notables. Annie was number 9.
Oh, yeah.
Legend was number 8. Scary Movie 2 was number 5. It was number 4.
Oh, that
Charlie's
shouldn't count.
Angels was number... I'm sorry, it was number 5. Charlie's Angels was number 4.
I'm liking our odds here, Jeff.
Number 1, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, we're idiots. We are idiots, Jeff.
Getting 1 point for guessing Clue is Kevin. Home Alone 2 was number 2, so 2 points for Jeff.
Ah,
Nice.
well done, Jeff.
All right.
Starting
All right,
strong.
Jeff. Mr. John Joseph Nicholson, commonly referred to as Jack.
Oh, yeah, he did play the devil.
Kevin gets to guess first, right?
Oh, I do?
No, you
I
do.
figure we alternated.
But you won.
Yeah, you got the higher score. That's why Kevin usually goes first.
Right. So any Jack Nicholson movie?
Any Jack Nicholson movie.
Jeez.
The movie he played the devil in is also not in his top 3.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. I mean, a powerhouse like old Jack. There's going to be some bangers in that top 3.
For real. I'll go with my favorite, The Departed.
Okay. I'll just go The Shining.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
You both scored.
We scored.
So he played the devil in The Witches of Eastwick. That was number 10.
Never seen it.
Some other notables.
It was pretty
Mars
hard.
Attacks
in that?
was number 7.
Witches of Eastwick is Michelle Pfeiffer, Cher, and I forget the third.
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon, yeah. It's pretty horny. It was decent.
Batman was number 5.
That's how
Wait,
you know
what?
you had a fucking killer career when Batman is not in your top 3.
Oh, you said Batman. I heard Fat Man. I was like, wait, wasn't that Mel Gibson?
Oh, I said Batman. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was number 3.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's heating up. It's fucking heating up, Jeff.
The Departed, number 2.
Suck on my dick!
The Shining, number 1. So Jeff's 1-point lead squashed in round 2, and it is now tied. And Kevin gets to go first on the films of Mr. Bobby De Niro.
Oh, no. I don't even remember which movie De Niro played the devil in.
Me neither.
I mean, he was pretty devilish
Angel
in...
Heart.
Oh. I was going to say, he was pretty devilish in
Wait,
Cape Fear.
was Mickey Rourke in that one?
In Angel Heart?
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to look it up.
Good upstate New Yorker right there.
It is Mickey Rourke, Bobby De Niro, and Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet gives me a boner.
Angel Heart is not in Bobby De Niro's top 3, guys.
Kind of
So,
figured. I mean, I'll just go with Godfather 2. Jeff is stumped.
I just don't. All right, so I'll show my math here. I feel like I want to go with Meet the Parents, but I think I might be overthinking it a little bit. Because, I don't know, that movie kicks ass. It's popular. It's recent. There are some stars in it that might get some, like, also might pop up in the search. Fuck. I'll go Taxi Driver. I'll go Taxi Driver.
Over Goodfellas.
I don't know why I didn't even think of Goodfellas. So
I mean,
So
I
was thinking Taxi Driver.
Raging Bull, like
Yeah, I was thinking Raging Bull. I feel like Travis Bickle, whatever. That's Taxi Driver, right? That's his name. I think that's like his most famous character. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's Robert De Niro.
No.
I mean, you talking
Glad
to me
you
is
didn't go with Meet the Parents because that was number 24 on the list. Jeff.
Oh, really? Okay.
But
Movie fucking rules. Fucking rules.
Notables: Casino, number 10. Raging Bull, number 9.
oh
Heat, number 7. The Irishman, number 6.
Supposedly they're coming out with a Heat too.
yeah.
Not scoring any points this round, Mr. Kevin Kraft with The Godfather Part 2, which came in at number 5.
I know that's possibly his most famous movie or the most famous movie on his filmography, but I feel like it's also like it kind of goes under the radar.
Oh, it just hit me. I know what number 1 is. Because a lot of times people don't retroactively mark what they've seen, and like modern stuff gets watched more. So it's got to be Joker. Joker's got to be number 1. Or it could be wrong. I don't
Joker
know.
is number 1. Joker is number 1.
See, that's
Goodfellas
bullshit.
is number 3. Taxi Driver, number 2. So you got 2 points, Jeff. You've got a 2-point lead going into the films of Ms. Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh,
Was she the devil in Bedazzled? Well, I'm guessing first, right?
Yep, you're guessing first.
I actually don't even have an Elizabeth Hurley movie. I'll go Bedazzled. I don't even know if that's actually
Okay.
her movie.
I mean, I guess I just have to go with Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery.
Okay, so
Kinda pressed on her
Bedazzled
movie.
was number 3. So Jeff, you do get a
Okay.
point.
All right.
But Kevin hits number 1 and once again breaks
Suck
things
on my
back.
dick!
Like, it's almost like Kevin is letting you get a lead and then just reminding you that he's better at this. Like he's just like, I'll let you
He's
get
toying
it
with
out
me.
of- He is. So
That's
Kevin,
how upsets happen, dude. Play with your food, and then you fucking end up losing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we'll see.
well, things are maybe going to get a little bit more difficult here for the
Hoo-ah.
films of Mr. Harvey Keitel.
Thought for sure we're getting Pacino. Hooah!
All right. Harvey Keitel, been in a lot of stuff. Not always heavily featured, but he sneaks in there. A couple surprises. But I already know my answer, and I know Jeff is not going to guess this. And I'm going to drink your fucking milkshake.
Good Taxi Driver.
What?
What did you guess?
Yeah,
I haven't
he
guessed
didn't
yet.
I
Don't you go first, Jeff?
no,
Well,
you
I
did.
thought you just
Oh.
won.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go to that go-to one that's always in everybody's first place, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, you motherfucker.
You took Jeff's pick.
I retained no information from that movie. I didn't even know he was
You've
in
been
it.
meatballed.
I'll go. They're covering this in the rewatchables. Bill Simmons' like movie podcast. It's actually halfway decent, even though he's kind of a bitch. But Pulp Fiction.
Two big flicks.
So, some notables from Dusk Till Dawn, number 10. Reservoir
God.
Dogs.
Wait, are we in agreement that from Dusk Till Dawn's a 5-decker?
I don't know that
Kevin?
I'd go 5-dicker, but it is a fun watch for sure.
Shuddy. Okay.
It's excellent. I don't know if it's 5-dicker territory. I don't.
Little Mama.
Cheech. Let me see.
Reservoir Dogs,
Oh.
number 5.
Okay, I did watch From Dusk Till Dawn on April 13th, 2021, and I dubbed it a 5-dicker.
Nice. Good man. Hell of a movie.
Yeah, it's
Taxi
fantastic.
Driver, number 4.
Doesn't get any points though.
I
was
forgot.
thinking about going back to Taxi Driver.
I forgot he's in there.
Inglorious Bastards, number 3.
Ooh. Another 5-dicker.
I don't remember him in that movie. Okay.
Grand Budapest Hotel. Dose.
Oh, shit! You drank my milkshake! You felched it right out of my ass!
Pulp Fiction, number 1. So Jeff gets a lead going into. So this is the final of the regular ones, but whoever is losing gets to select the final person.
Well, in the meantime, this is for you, Jeff.
So,
You've just been Jeff. Fucking pussy.
however, I do believe that this person does give Jeff a bit of an advantage. But so Jeff, you get to go first on the films of one Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Man, I don't have a lot of examples for that one. I'm sure Jeff and I are pulling from the
Possibly.
same pool.
Possibly the greatest Nugatos in Nugato history. Man. I mean, if it's not Can't Hardly Wait, I don't ever want to play this game ever again.
I mean, There was a point in time where if I ever met Jennifer Love Hewitt, I would immediately drop to one knee and propose to her.
Yeah, we all would. There would have been a line behind you.
Like, I don't care if you're physically abusive, marry me and beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'll live in a cage in your basement, whatever.
All right, so you're locked in. Can't hardly wait. Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll just do I Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't know. That's all I'm left with.
I'm trying to think of another one.
I mean, you could do the sequel. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
And then there's Heartbreakers with Sigourney Weaver and Gene Hackman.
So Heartbreakers is number 9.
Well, we dodged a bullet there, Jeff.
I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is number 5.
Shit. Oh, wait. I picked the OG one.
Garfield and Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties come in at 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah. I forgot she's in Garfield.
I Know What You Did Last Summer is number 2.
Shit. Gorilla shit.
And coming in at number 1, she must have an uncredited role in it because I don't remember in it, and I just watched it. Tropic Thunder. Can't Hardly Wait was number 6. So Jeff gets 0 points.
That's bullshit.
I don't remember her in Tropic Thunder either. Oh, I wonder if she was in one of like the fake trailers for like the Fatties or one of Ben Stiller's movies.
It says that she's in it as herself.
Oh, you know what? It also could have been because they do show a lot of like Entertainment Weekly type news clips, so maybe she's in one of those.
Is it at the premiere of the movie at the end? Is she in the one on the red carpet? Maybe.
Well, we just threw out like 24 ways she could be in that movie, but shout out to her.
Google it.
I wish she was in more stuff.
Yeah, she's in the crowd, in the audience.
Weird.
At the movie premiere.
All right.
That's fucking weak.
Well,
I mean, Can't Hardly Wait's definitely our most famous movie. I'm not reading too much into that. I was just about to say this has probably been my best Letterboxd Game performance as I fucking whiff there.
I mean, it could still get better, Jeff.
I mean, you're not at 0%. You have beaten me before.
Yeah, I mean, and you're only down by 2 going into the last person. So do you want person A or person B?
Wait, you said there's a last person, so we're disregarding one of them? Whoever.
Yeah, you get to pick between A and B.
I hope A is Al Pacino. I'll go A. Even though I thought Kevin's guess is first, right, since he won?
Yeah, it's not Al Pacino because I somehow fucking forgot to include him. It's going to be Ewan McGregor, and we are disqualifying these Star Wars movies, and it is worth 3 points to whoever gets highest on the remaining films. So, Jeff, you are in this.
Oh, are the Star Wars films disqualified because they're too easy?
Yeah, because they take up 5 of his first 6 movies.
All right, I'm into that.
That's why. Why. So I just want them out of there so we're,
Okay. So, am I going first?
You are going first.
Man, I'm having like a real cock block for old Ewan.
Ewan.
So I guess I'll go. It's modern. Comic book movies do well. I'll say Birds of Prey.
Fuck.
Bad guy in the Harley Quinn movie.
I had no idea. I don't even know what this guy has fucking been in. A Ewan McGregor movie. I think I have 2 guesses. One would be The English Patient, and the other is Big Fish. I think Galoopi loves Big Fish randomly. I've never even seen that movie.
It is a really good movie.
I'll go with that one. For whatever reason, I think that's going to score high. I've never seen it. I don't know anything about it. I feel
Okay.
like, is it a Wes Anderson movie?
What? Big Fish?
Yeah,
No, it's Tim Burton.
same kind of gay.
So the only movie in his top 5 that isn't a Star Wars movie is Train Spotting.
Oh, shit. I mean, I was thinking Train Spotting, but I thought it might be just like a little too indie, even though it is a pretty big movie.
Moulin Rouge is number 10.
Aren't you kicking yourself for that one, Jeff?
Big Fish is number 9.
Oh no!
And Birds of Prey is number 7. So Kevin secured
Kevin wins.
himself a 5-point win.
Suck on my dick!
I had no chance. Who was option B again?
Option B was Viggo Mortensen, and all the Lord of the Rings movies are disqualified.
Oh, I would have done the one that we did. The Shuddy Photoshop of the Green Book.
Oh, yeah. I
And
mean,
what would you have picked, Kevin?
for Vigo,
Yeah, for Viggo.
I don't know. I mean, his non-Lord of the Rings, yeah. I don't know. I guess.
Well, you would have had first pick. Would you have taken the Green Book?
No, I probably would have forgotten about that and gone to The Road.
Had Jeff chosen person B and things played out that way, Green Book was number 4, The Road was number 10.
Ooh.
So this is like Jeff taking the $0 cases in Queef or No Queef by choosing incorrectly.
Yep. Exactly like that.
That's all.
Jeff
That's an
would've-
all too familiar experience and feeling.
Well, bravo, Shuddy. That was a great on-brand edition of the Letterboxd D game. And being that we lost power and it shut everything down, I don't even know how long this episode was, but I have a feeling that this is one of the longer ones we've ever done.
Yeah, just as we got done
666.
saying that,
Hey,
some episodes were 2 hours long. Here we are. We definitely did 2 hours.
Kevin, if you feel it,
Chase it. Fuck yeah. Well,
Deadpool fucking ruled. Go see it if you haven't seen it.
oh yeah.
We'll talk about it next week after dipshit Jeff goes and sees it on tomorrow night.
Spoilers, baby. Spoilers next week.
Oh my God. There is so much to spoil that I don't know how they kept some of this stuff under wraps. I was very impressed. But I am in the same boat as Shuddy. I thought Deadpool and Wolverine was great. A lot of comic book nerd fan service. Deadpool movies, they do tend to be a little bit of a one-trick pony, but it's a hell of a good trick. So I was highly entertained. Lots of good violence, lots of funny jokes. I'd say it's a solid 4-dicker.
So, before seeing the movie, I discovered that Dom rated Deadpool 2 2.5 dicks.
As well as Logan. He gave Logan 2.5 dicks.
I know. I was made aware of all of that prior to seeing the film with him, and it blew my mind that his the reason he didn't like Deadpool 2 is because it was too silly. And I walked into this going, if this is going to probably be even sillier, but he loved it.
He doesn't
loved
like
it.
silly, but his favorite movie of all time is Ricky-O, The Story of Ricky, the silliest fucking goofball movie ever made. Well, I mean, that's what makes Dom Dom. He's an enigma. You cannot put him in a box. No one puts
No.
Baby in a corner.
The Dominator.
The Dominator. There is no dominating the Dominator. But, marathon of an episode. But we did it, friends. And if that is somehow still not enough for you, if you need more MSPH, you need more jokes, you need more queefs, please go over to patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. the content cranking machine. Not only do you get a shitload of content every week, you get access to the entire back catalog if you've never subscribed, and you get to support some grassroots podcasters. It's not all the fucking big dogs chomping up all the money. You get to support us, the little guys. So it is all very much appreciated. Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. If you would like to watch these video or episodes, not just listen to them, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Like, subscribe, and share, whatever the slogan is. And let's see, you can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. And at John Cooper Movie. And be sure to also check out Outkick Bets with Jeff Clark. I got some very reliable information that you can bet on the Special Olympics. So, Jeff, take that and run with it.
I'm going to bet in it and win it. Yeah, not sure when the next Outkick Bets podcast is going to be. Probably a couple of weeks now. I'm thinking of just doing an AFC preview, then an NFC preview, then a full season NFL season preview. Kind of dragging my feet on that shit. But just still working on my NFL prep, writing it otherwise. But if you guys subscribe and or subscribe to the Outkick Bets podcast, it'll hit your feed whenever a new one comes out. Thanks for letting me plug it, Kevin.
There you go. Check it out, friends. And thank you for hanging out with us, spend a little time, sharing some laughs. Jeff, you got something? Looked like you wanted to say.
No, I just fought off a yawn. I'm good.
Oh. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. But until next time, something.